Yo, what's good? It's your boy, BZ Flacco, Mr. V12, all gas, no brakes. What's really good, y'all? It's the Nah Nevermind Podcast, episode 21?
21, bro.
21. Deuce in a one?
We leaving it out.
Right.
Dion
was popping, was really good.
Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
21.
Dion. All right, 21. Hey, yo, like we normally do, round robin. Chuck B, what's good?
Salute, brethren. What's goody?
Was popping. Freddie P was popping.
Pivot address, execute.
There you Hey, solid. Hey, yo, Jay Chosen was popping.
What's popping, bro?
Was goody. Esco was good, my guy.
Excited.
Excited. Hey, that's what's up. B was popping. Spike Bizzles.
I'm so darn, man. You know what's happening.
We'll see young is in the building for show. You already know what time it is. It's the Nah Nevermind Podcast. Chuck Bizzle. We got a special guest up in the building. What's really good?
We got a live one, boys.
Now,
We got a
live
live
wire up in here. Come on
You know
now.
what I mean? And like I always say, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, and you appreciate your brother. You know, so as I always do, let me go ahead and pull these cards out, get this Noriega thing going. But we got a real special guest in sir. You know what I mean? I know his face is familiar.
Come on now.
Because this dude, we'll get into it. Yeah. All right, so this man here is an actor.
Come on now.
/ writer.
Come on now.
/ producer. / philanthropist. But he be out there in them streets doing his thing. So, I mean, I seen that. I think he played a little ball. A little bit. I think he might hoop a little bit.
Come on now. That's all.
So real quick, I mean, I'm not going through. I can't go through the whole thing, but some of the shows you might have seen him on. You know, we seen him on Saints and Sinners. You know, definitely seen him on Sisters. You know, we seen him on Will Trent. You know, so it goes up and down the spectrum. You never know where you might run into this familiar face from. You know what I mean? And not only that, some of your favorite Tubi movies out there as well. You know what I mean? You got Crossover, Crossover to Revenge. You got the shirt my man got on right now.
Yeah.
Huh? Deadly Deception. I just saw the billboard in Raleigh for that joint. You know, Crossover. You also got some producer credits on that joint.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I saw that.
Still now.
Okay, so we got a very special guest in the building, y'all. Y'all give that man a round of applause.
Straight from NC.
Right, BK, right? BK.
Yeah, a lot of love in Bull City, man.
BK.
Pollardville, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. North Carolina, please.
Yes, sir.
North Carolina?
North Cat. Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Too.
Yeah.
So how do I know, what's your affiliation with BK?
Oh, a lot of things.
Okay.
A lot of my guys that you know me from, that's who I was with when I was going to A&T.
Okay.
You know, I spent a lot of time in New York, Brooklyn, Harlem, everywhere.
Yeah.
Uptown, downtown, I was
Right.
there. T-Neck, New Jersey.
Listen, that's the crazy part because he just said North Carolina, where he's from, but that man, this name ring bells in Brooklyn. Okay?
Allegedly.
Depending on who's saying.
Yeah.
And
BK,
listen. Plus, we already know this man's an Aggie.
Yeah. Aggie pride.
You know how I know he's Aggie? Because he stayed working.
Not working.
Man, listen, this man stays working. I'm trying to think. What's my guy? Bunk from The Wire. Wendell Pierce.
Okay.
That's what you remind me of. And what I mean by that is that it could be any show you watching. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're on Tubi. I don't care if you're on ABC. I don't care if you're on BET.
He gonna show up or show up.
He gonna show up. He gonna be somebody's detective.
Yeah.
He gonna be somebody's hitman. He gonna be the retired NFL superstar in his jersey retired. You know what I mean? So let me ask you, man. You cemented yourself, but everybody don't stay as busy as you, bro.
Right.
How do you stay busy? How do you stay with constant work?
This business is all about relationships, brother. And I never make a bad relationship, even with y'all. You know, I love what you brothers are doing, man. Y'all come together. Y'all call me out here, I'm coming.
Yes.
So even you and I, and we were just discussing this before the pod, you and I go back almost 30 years and didn't even realize until I sat down with you.
Yeah.
You know, and you did good business back then, right? So if I remembered you from back then, I had a sour taste in my mouth, that would make this different. Right?
Correct.
But I saw you and I was like, you remember? I was 18 years old at the time. You know what I mean? That's almost 30 years ago.
man.
You were
Time
solid
flies.
then, and I'm here now.
Yeah.
That's how your name travels, family.
And listen now, like you said, we see you everywhere, right? But it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard making this thing happen, bro. You was like, yo, where I need to be, when, what's good, you know what I mean? So, and like you say, we were just talking in pre-production. Everybody ain't gonna be like that. You got some people that's gonna be Hollywood. You got some people that's gonna, tell you yes, but no, they mean no.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nasty
But stand
Nasty
up, bro.
business.
Stand up.
And I tell the young people they gotta be prepared to have that rhinoceros skin in this game, brother.
Yeah.
Because fakery.
Yeah.
Like you gotta realize, what am I? I'm an actor, right?
Yeah.
You put me in unrealistic circumstances and I make it real. I'm lying for a living.
Right.
So when you're in this business, everybody's a great liar. So you ain't talking to nothing but the best liars in the world. You know Denzel ain't no cop.
Right.
But you see him in Training Day, you like, yeah, Alonzo is an animal. Right?
Absolutely.
You believe it. You don't even see Denzel. Yeah. You're in that business. So everybody got a talk game.
You got to make yourself that way.
And you can believe it so much, so you don't even like the person.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
People see,
yeah.
People see me and they're like, yo, why'd you kill such and such? I'd be like, oh.
That's what I'm saying, right? You got to make yourself that way. Then you become that character. You kind of like, yo, I don't even like this cat. You know what I mean?
When we had Burger not too long ago, we kept calling her Keisha.
Yeah. That's how it is, though. You just call them by their name, right?
But I'm gonna tell you something that differentiates you, though, because a lot of people that you see that are always working, so to speak, they're kind of like typecast in certain kind of roles. You might see them always in the black exploitation film. You might see them always being the hitman, always being a cop. But I don't know
Versatile,
where.
bro.
Look, bro,
Appreciate that film.
you across the spectrum.
Yeah, I'm an onion, bro. I got a lot of layers, and a closed mouth don't get fed. Rest in peace to my grandmother. She always said that. You gotta realize when I'm going to my agents, shouts out to AMT, the best agency in the world.
Okay.
I told him I don't want to be one guy forever. Right. I didn't get into this business to be one guy. Yeah. I want to show him that I can be funny. Yeah. That I can be a killer. I can be a cop. I can be the feds, or I can be super trapped out. Whatever you need, I can do that. But I'm not going to sacrifice my self-respect for any role. So if I don't feel comfortable, there's no payday you couldn't pay me to disrespect myself.
That's my next question. That was a question I had for you. Because, like you say, I've seen you in many different roles, from cop, hitman, football player. It doesn't matter. Can you give us one that you was like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing that. That ain't it.
Yo, you want to know what's so tricky about this game? And I won't drop the show.
Right.
I auditioned for this part. And I was a goon, killer, tough guy. Right? And I didn't get the role. And I'm watching the show, and the tough guy killer turned out to have a lover, and he had him a little boyfriend or whatever. Now, nowhere in the role description was any of this going on, right? But imagine being in the crib with your old lady, right? Bills due, you hurting, you get a great gig, you're doing good, you're doing one thing, and they come in to you and they say, Kent, man, we're going to kill you off unless you jump out here and you go down this lane right here. What you want to do. And a lot of people, your bills are due, you're going to keep riding that wave. Me, I'm out.
Right.
So one to the head.
Come on, bro. Like, there has to be a boundary. Set your boundaries, brother. And anything you do in the world, not just your job, your love life, with your kids, whatever you do, have a boundary, man. And don't bend. Like, some things aren't negotiable.
But if that's your thing, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it ain't mine. But I mean, I know that.
Some people don't say it's art.
Yeah.
You don't know everybody's situation.
I'm with that too. But see, that's not their boundary. They're comfortable with that. Right. So do that. But with me, it's just certain things I won't do in certain things.
You got a choice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so look. So I'll say this. I've known this guy since freshman year of college, right? Like there's some people that you're in a room and they gonna take all the oxygen out because everybody's listening to the story, right? I can still remember the story he was telling, and I believe it. So if he was lying back then, I believed it. Say when you was in high school, you had an S on your chest because you were Superman on a football field, right?
Allegedly.
Cold.
I was pretty cold.
Oh, for real.
Shouts out to my mother too, because I had a tattoo when I was 15 probably, and I had the S on my arm, and they would call me Clark Kent, like in the newspaper, because my name is Kent, and I was a little bit athletic. I was a little bit athletic, low key. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? So you're an artist. We could adjust. But I know you got to have that kind of key role in the back of your mind that you're auditioning for. You already got it, right? Because you're talking it into reality. What's that one role that you know that's going to cement your claim to fame for life when you get it?
I always tell my agency I'm the Black Jason Statham. I feel like it's gonna be something where I get to really show like my martial arts background, my boxing. You know, I'm nice with the hammers. I'm nice with the guns. I got a gun. Anytime I'm on set, they hand me a gun, so they know I'm the cop. I'm the killer. I'm something. I get my gun as soon as I touch down. Allegedly, I might have pulled up the Bull City with that fire. I don't know. I don't know. Allegedly, you know what I mean? It's the bull, but you know, I'm ready for whatever. And I'm ready to sink my teeth in that because my manager Keith Neal always says, sometimes you want what you want, but you're not ready to receive it yet.
Right.
You know, a lot of times be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. You don't want to get the best role of your life and let it because you're not prepared. But I put enough skin in the game now where I feel comfortable doing whatever because I've done it all. I've done a lot of smaller stuff,
Right.
and made my bones in this game.
Right.
I don't really trip now, you know. So
Yeah, I got a quick question though. You mentioned your manager a couple of times. How did you choose that manager, or like what
goes into that?
Yeah, what goes into that? Like, yeah,
I worried him to death. Because if you look up my manager, he's one of the most connected people in Black Hollywood, period. And I was just so hungry, man. And he said it. And I asked him the other day. I was out hanging out in Atlanta because I was doing this movie I can't mention yet, huge scale movie. And I was talking to him. I was like, "Yo, man, I was worrying you to death, and I hadn't really done much." He said, "I saw something in you, and you were hungry, and I knew you would work." Because some people was like, "Yo, I'm funny, you know, I make everybody laugh at the family reunion. Put me in your movie."
Right.
That ain't really how it works.
Right.
And I'll go back to my origin story a little bit later, but I remember shooting a short, and I'll tell you how I got to the short later. And one of my dear friends and who really started my career in this game, Antoine Tanner, you know him as Skills from One Tree Hill or Drano from Sunset Park.
yeah.
Worm. That's my that is my man, right? And I'll tell you how I met him later. Kept it hot with me from day one. And I shot a short. He agreed to do it. I show it to Keith. He looks at it. He's with Eric Thomas-Sunas, owner of Swirl Films, one of the biggest production companies in the Southeast.
Okay.
And they look at it, and I'm looking at them. And they look at it, and I'm looking at them. And they ain't saying nothing. They ain't making no facial expressions. I'm like, damn, I'm dead in the water. They were like, that's cool. DVD back then. Hand me my little joint. I walk out with my head down. A week later, they called me and was like, "Yo, we want you to be in a movie." Wow. Somebody's Child. Wow. And that's how I got my first project. And Keith and I got so close and hit it off. I said, "Yo, I want you to manage me." And I always grinded. It was never a task too small, a part too little, whatever it was. I had to travel out of town. If I had to pay for my own travel, I'm coming. Because I'm going to grind until I get there.
So do you ask the work? Do you research what you want to do and then bring the attention to him, or will he go out on his own and bring the work to you?
No, see, that's the great thing about managers. Managers don't have to do a lot of that. My agents do that.
Oh yeah.
So you have a talent agent and you have a manager.
Okay.
Your manager manages the situation once the deal is in play. Your agent finds the work.
Gotcha.
And I'm still auditioning. And I was looking at a joint from Eddie Murphy the other day, and he was like, "You know, I'm the only actor in the world that never auditioned for a movie."
Yo.
Who said it?
Eddie Murphy. He said, "I never auditioned once." I said, "Man, imagine him just going, 'Hey, can't read this. If you like it, we got $3 million for you. And if you don't, we'll get you on the net." I couldn't imagine.
You know that.
You hear me?
Now, that's one thing we do here, man. I'm gonna tell you, like we tell everybody that comes through,
Hand of face.
you know, be ready. Just be ready, buckle up, because everything we speak on in here comes to fruition, bro. So if you're looking for that role and you keep working, you keep doing what you're supposed to do, that role is coming. You know what I mean? So let me ask you real quick. Not how did you get into the game, but did you know that you always wanted to act, or you just woke up? Or
I gotta tell the story. Yeah, I gotta get it from the beginning, man. And you know, I went to A&T.
right?
My degree is in marketing. I'm owning a group home for boys at the time called Fields Foundation, age 8 to 17. And I'm dating this aspiring Instagram young lady.
Gotcha.
And she's starting to kind of duck off on me. And you know how women are. When they're not saying that I'm with the girls, they're saying I'm with my people.
So do the dude.
Right.
They moving.
Yep.
So I start dating another young lady.
Right. As you should.
I take the young lady I'm currently dating at the time, and I bump into shorty that's been ducking me. Who is she with? Antoine Tanner, my man KP. You know the infamous Kempis Kelly, right? You know what type of time he was on. And the guy, legend. Forgive me if your lady went to A&T during those times and you heard that name and you got mad. You heard Kempis Kelly's name. Forgive me for that, but that's my guy. So these got, so these are legendary. This is a legendary A&T guy, right? So she's with all of those guys, right? And they're doing One Tree Hill. And I got my little date or whatever. So I bump into shorty and she's like, oh, you here, whatever. It was cool. It was a little awkward. But I met Twan. He's like, man, I'm married. I know your boy because he's an extra on One Tree Hill. He said, you cool. If you ever come down here, link. And that was the beginning, family. I was like, yo, I'm getting out of the group home business as soon as I get a chance.
Right.
So he comes in one day and we're kicking it in his suite. And he was like, yo, look at this. And he shows me his show check. And that was all. I won't say the number.
But it was
I looked at the number and I said, I'm an actor. And he laughed his ass off. And I said, I'm closing down the group home. I'm dead serious. I'm an actor. He introduced me to some guys. We did a show called Hollywood East. It flopped. Dude got funny with my bread. Said he was going to a meeting in California. I never saw him after that day. Wow. So there I am with all that content. But I had been so good and made so many relationships with people that want to set. One of my cameramen, Matt Hacker, was the first person that saw something in me, and he said, Kent, you got something. And I wrote something.
That's all it take, bro.
And I want for you to do it, and I'm going to record it. I was like, you know what, right now? Dude ran off with my chicken. I'll try anything.
Integrity, bro.
I did the thing with Matt. I took what Matt shot. I asked Twan, would he do it? Now, Twan is a millionaire at this time, right? World famous. He signed autographs for a One Tree Hill event in South Carolina. He drives himself back early. He could have rolled back with them.
Right.
Drove back to shoot the short with me. That's why all of this on. That's why he's so instrumental in my career. Shot the short with me. Learned his lines on the spot. Shot it with me. And I was like, this will never come to nothing, but I got something. I showed it to Eric T. I showed it to Keith. They look at it. They go, And that led to me getting Somebody's Child. My first role. Straight to BET. And at that time, the highest grossing movie of the week in BET history. So that was my first joint out. Matt Hacker, believe me, it was so crazy. And are y'all familiar with the movie South Central?
Yeah.
Ray Ray, is that your car?
What you say?
Dog. I get my first scene ever in life is with Byron Mins, who played Ray Ray.
Wow.
Oh, snap. This is trippy. Ain't acted since third grade in my aunt's school play, right? So I know my lines like I know my social security number.
Right.
I know my lines like I know my name.
Damn.
But I'm still on set, read my lines. Byron Mins, Ray, comes and sits down at the table with me. He said, man, what they got you saying, man? Let me look at that.
It sounded like it.
Look at me, look like this. He said, this is garbage. Balls it up in his hands. I said, Mr. Mins, I'm new. I don't want to make any waves. I'm just trying to come up here and do my best. He said, first of all, don't ever in your life call me Mr. Mins again. I'm Byron. Do you want to be big in this business? Yes, sir. Stop calling me sir. Do you want to be big in this business? Yes. He said, well, listen to what I write down. Read this and say this. I said, I've been learning these lines for over a week. Like he said, you're going to have to learn lines if you want to be in this business. He writes it on a napkin. My asshole was the size of a decimal point. You could have sharpened a pencil on my ass, pause, and tipped the SAT with it.
Where's the fact?
Scared to death. I'm thinking how I'm going to curve him and say the lines they already gave me and get in the trash.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not even going to try this move. I'm looking at the lines, and he was like, Byron says, well, you got to after lunch. If you can't learn them by then, you don't even need to be in this business. He said, learn them. I'll be back. He's getting ready to stand up and go. We're getting ready to go to lunch. The director, Gary Wheeler, comes up and says, Kent, Byron, you guys are getting along splendidly. let's shoot this thing out and get it done before lunch. They start loading up, framing it up. So now I got the lines I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
I'm trying to pull the move on Byron, right? And do what they was telling me to do. But I'm like 50-50. I'm like, yo, if I want to swim, I got to jump in the water.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If I want to swim, this might be it.
Yeah, right.
So when you start to pull a crazy move, you start justifying the crazy move. Yeah. Like, you know, if you going over Shorty's crib and you don't really know, you like, well, she seemed cool. Well, if things don't go right, I can leave. I'm going to her spot. She ain't in my spot. Right. You start justifying everything with the foo-foo move. I'm like, well, I can say the original line. I can figure it out.
Yeah.
I was like, and worst case scenario, it's not theater, right? It's recorded television.
So you can do it again.
I can always get another take.
Right.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen? And it's not live. Nobody will see it. Everybody's headed to lunch. Who'll know? We go down there. He blocks off the scene. I got to come down some stairs. And it's so funny when you go back, if you ever see this movie, look at my eyes when I hit the stairs and look up. Because everybody's supposed to be going to lunch. So it's 300-something people heading to the cafeteria. Fam, I hit the corner, my old lady at the time, and 300 people are staring dead at me. Because they don't want the noise. They're telling everybody to be still, and then we'll go to lunch. So I'm like, well, okay, live performance, BET, ad-libbing the lines. What could go wrong? What could happen?
What we gonna do?
So when I looked up, I looked dead at my old lady at the time. I looked dead in her eyes. She's just sitting there, just mad dogging me. And I'm like, this is the most terrifying experience of my life, you know? But I said, it's sink or swim. I went down there. I hit my mark. I said every word Byron wrote down on that piece of paper. Director looked at me. I'm scared to death. And he says, that was excellent. We got it, guys. Let's head to lunch.
Right.
I said,
we going to lunch.
Right.
I hit my mom was living at the time. I hit my mom on the text like, they can't stop me.
But see,
That's all.
but not only that was what you needed to realize that you were built for.
Yeah.
And that one moment,
That builds-
look, you probably been in about 10 or 15 bigger situations than that. But that one
That was
situation
confidence.
molded you to, to be like, look, okay,
Built-
look, what's next?
Yeah. You can do anything now.
So I can't remember no words to songs. I can't say the alphabet without messing up around LM whatever. But you did that.
I appreciate it.
That's real.
Shouts out to Byron too, man, for making me jump out there.
Yeah.
He forced my aim.
Yeah.
And the OGs will do that. The OGs will force your hand.
Yeah.
Look, so that's my next question. Like, so who are some of your mentors in this game?
You know, I always got to start out with Twan. You know, he might look 16, but he's old. That's my man. He's always had my
Oh,
back.
no, when you say Twan, who you mean?
So Antoine Tanner. Yeah.
Antoine Taylor. Okay.
He's Twan to me,
Shout
but
out.
he might look 16, but he's getting up there. But he started me out. Cliff Powell, definitely.
My favorite actor right there.
Man, you talking about OGs, raw and uncut?
Legend. Yeah.
Came down to the hood.
Yeah.
Let me scoop him up in the car. Came down, did the film for my cousin, Deasia Fullmore. God bless you.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a movie out right now. She's
She'll
brilliant.
be on here soon, real soon.
You talk about like damn near savant, like no film school, nothing. Just can I'm gonna make movies and just raw and got 3 films on that belt, just like that. Nothing.
That's nice, man.
Degrees in psychology, like just straight up. I'm gonna do it and did it.
Right. Bro.
And she always inspires me to always never accept no. Like she's a little bit crazier with it than I am. I'm like, sometimes you gotta at least use your brakes. But she's a lot younger. So she's like, if I have a dream and I know I have the talent, I'm gone.
Right.
So, sometimes you got to keep the old heads and the young people around you.
Yeah.
For real.
That's what they call that young ignorance. Sometimes that young ignorance get you to where you need to be because you don't even know enough to be scared.
Because if I was me now, I would have never done what I did to even be in that film, my first film. Because I'm old and cautious.
Young, you just,
I'm thinking all types of shit.
But man, that youthful exuberance, man, what are you in? It's I'm going. Right. Period.
So let's talk about that for that shareable advice for that 18, 19-year-old getting into that acting space. Like, what's some of the business moves that these actors should be thinking about that a lot of times that they don't?
What are you bringing home for the level of experience that you have? A wise man once told me, family, we do the only job in the world that people will do for free.
that's true.
let's go even further than that. Let's go further than that.
No.
Let's get deep. Let's get deeper than that. We do the only job in the world where people will leave a paying job.
Yes.
They'll leave money
To try to
to do what we do.
try to do it.
So if we're getting paid for it, that's special.
Yeah, it is.
So, but people feel like you're supposed to feel grateful to be a performer forever, because you're not gonna get rich early. And me being a working actor, I'm not rich now. I'm not sitting in there turning down $1 million deals in the crib like Brad Pitt. That's not my life. I'm still auditioning. I'm still hustling. I'm still working daily. Those young people go from I'm gonna get rich overnight to I'm gonna work for the least amount of money forever. It has to be a certain point where you're like, I know I'm in your film and I appreciate the opportunity,
Yeah.
but the numbers have to make sense.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't be scared to say no. You know what I mean? Or this ain't for me.
So where do you find that balance? Like I've heard before that actors have to balance the impact versus the fame, right? And I don't necessarily understand what that means in that, but like when actors are out there, and I guess they're looking at what impact their role has versus how much visibility do they get off the roles. Like what's kind of like how do you benchmark that?
You know the saddest thing in the world that you'll ever meet is a famous poor person.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They go. Yeah.
Crack, rabbit ears,
Yeah.
no gas money, broke, dead famous. You don't want to be that guy.
Some of the folks.
Right? You don't want to be world famous and be in Dollar General and your car decline.
You know, we did see that.
social media.
Remember the gentleman from the Cosby Show that they
And you going on blast immediately.
But not only that, remember,
Oh yeah.
what's my guy who just got on his childhood friend for getting on him? Knicks fan, you know, the comedian.
Oh, Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan.
And but the buddy that he got on was a comedian as well. They were in the same industry. And then buddy bad off now. Right. And it's like, now he like, look, man, I'm homeless. I don't care. Like,
That was crazy.
But doing it, right? Well, that's for some money or whatever, right? Yeah.
but
I have a different opinion on how he moved. I can't speak on what Tracy did, but I know if you swallowed your manhood enough pause, to come and ask me for money on camera, if I had something, I try to break a little bread. It's the guys that hate on you silently and then ask you behind closed doors. That's tough.
Only flip side I would say to that is that what I notice about a lot of cats that have come near death,
Oh yeah.
they got a whole different perspective and mentality on like a 50. Or you know what I mean? It's like once you cross that line with them, they don't care. They don't have remorse. The remorse went out the window when they almost got, you know, whatever happened.
That dynamic is so wild because I spoke to Irv before he died.
You did one of Irv joints, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I was supposed to be until.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Irv and I were cool.
That shit dope. Yeah, that's what.
What was that? What was that conversation?
Yeah.
What was Irv? He was God rest his soul. He was a proud man, right?
Yeah.
And you got to realize that he had no real beef with 50.
Right.
His man was Ja.
You're right. Then he had
Ja
his man.
is and was worldly talented, super talented guy. Preem was the streets,
Right. Right.
and 50 is a real street guy.
Right. Ubu is.
So
Talk about.
even with like my cousin and I being in the same space in movies, you're my cousin, right? And vice versa. So when you do content, I don't have to star in every movie, but don't pretend that you don't know I'm an actor. Right. So if we're from the same block and we're getting some change together and you're gonna back this rapper, you're not gonna back me.
So you break bread.
And that was really between Preem and I'm speaking for Irv. I don't know if we got of school, right? But I'm talking to Irv. God bless the dead. Me, him, and my man Meek. Shouts out to Meek. And Irv was like, Ja and I got the fallout. Like we were just on the music.
Right.
And 50 and Preem had an issue and it spilled
over.
And he inherited a lifetime.
Yeah, it's all about like respect and loyalty on those. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, just like Tony Ayo and them, they loyal to 50.
As they should be.
Like today, like they're gonna go out for it.
Because you got to realize, Fram, I'm from Polliceville, North Carolina, and one thing about it, say you like hamburgers, right? And I got a hamburger spot. I see you 2 or 3 days, you got the McDonald's bag, right? Hey, okay. Fourth day, you got the McDonald's. Hey, what the fuck? Fifth day, you come by the block with the McDonald's and I got the hamburger spot. You wave and I don't speak. Tell me why. Why? Because you see me out here selling hamburgers. You done had 5 days in a row eating burgers.
Come on.
You gonna keep
You can't get a burger?
Pass to my joint.
Go another route.
See the smoke.
At least.
You tell you something. I had to top of my joint. You know, I'm finding them.
I'm from Polliceville and you see us out there. We selling oranges. And you riding by with the oranges every day. You don't never stop me getting none of my. Come on, bro. You got smoke, fam.
I got a problem.
Don't let him lie to you and say he cool with you.
Yeah.
You got an issue.
Let's talk about that because that's what I want to get to the beginning. The Pollocksville, the 252s. A lot of people don't know I'm a 252 baby too. So that's a different level of hustle and grind down there because we have so much limited resources. Absolutely. I don't think people know, like, we from them dirt roads. We gonna grind it out. So I wanted to know from you and just put it in perspective. Some of us that moved from there to even Raleigh, in our eyes, we made it. So I'm just saying for the people that's up here,
Don't understand.
they don't understand that.
When
So
you say where you coming from.
going to A&T, just me moving down there to Durham, everybody down there look at you, man, you done went to the big, you get what I'm saying? So I know for a fact, you the hood hero down there. So I want to know first pillar. No, I'm telling you.
Just say that I am.
Everybody know.
Own that shit. Own that. They don't say that. They don't see it a lot. You know what I mean? They don't see that a lot. And so that's what I'm saying. Talk about the beginning, that 252, that Polliceville, and the grind just moving from down there to where you at now. And just how they...
Brother, people will never understand. Like I tell people, you're born in New York City, right? So you see cats. You might see a cat that plays for the Knicks ride by, right?
Correct.
You might see Fabulous ride by. You know, we from the 252, fam. Bruh, I never saw a Lamborghini unless I looked on a commercial.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I never saw a Ferrari in my life. Right, that was in magazines. I remember telling my mother, I can't wait to go to A&T and go to college. The first thing I'm gonna do is order a pizza.
Yeah.
I'm from where you can't order a pizza.
That
That was my dad. Like,
that's real.
I'm gonna order a pizza.
Bruh.
That's real. That's real.
When I first moved to Durham, the fact that we had a McDonald's or a grocery store within a mile or two radius, you had to drive 30 minutes.
Shout out to Food Line.
Bro, I had to go out of town to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, we had to, exactly. They don't.
That's how my family from Duton County.
You talking about me telling my mom like, yo, I can't wait till I'm able to catch a cab.
What?
Like I want to catch a cab one day. That was a dream.
That's
Experience itself.
so. That's why I say that hustle that we.
Yeah.
It's different, man.
But you got to count those smaller things, right? You know what I'm saying? Take that into account.
And they look at you like you made it.
Yeah, but you got to realize too, though, how hate is by the times 5.
It's a lot of that too.
Right, because when you first say, yeah, I'm gonna close the group home down, I'm gonna start acting. I'm a big gambler, right? I'm playing cards. They falling on the table, laughing at me. Yeah, this guy's got to be on set. I'm on this guy, right? Those are the same cats calling you, FaceTiming you at 2, 3 in the morning when you're in the bed with your shorty, going, tell them we used to send you to the store. You know? Tell them I know you.
Yeah, bro, that's what.
Waking you up. FaceTime though.
I'm not cousin like that. All these fuck with that nigga.
And you shouldn't.
You're right there, man.
Oh, true, bro.
And you should not.
And they gonna FaceTime you too.
That's where it is.
Look, they gonna FaceTime because they want to make sure they get that recognition.
So
I know him.
You go from no belief to everything you do, people feel like you Hollywood.
Yup.
Yeah. Or not only that, that you ultimately something.
bro.
You better speak. If you see me out of town, let me in with you.
And a lot of them live through you. A lot of the people that stuck, so I know what you're saying about the cause because their life, they kind of in a way stuck, so they can live their life through you. Your success makes them feel good.
But you know what? Sometimes it's about proximity, right? They talk about like familiarity can breed content.
Yep.
Right? Because you either got love for that person or you're envious of their position because you're comparing yourself to them, right? Every step of the way. So, it's a gift and a curse when you're being successful, but you have people close to you. Because if they don't got love for you, it's gonna backfire.
That's why I always tell people the most dangerous people in your life are the people that want to be up under your left titty but don't care about you.
Yes.
So you have to excuse me if you meet me in life and I'm cordial and I'm cool and I'll do anything for you. but there's a distance. There's a level of distance because why do you want to be so close to my inner sanctum so fast?
Right. Now I'm looking at you.
In the beginning.
I'm looking at you funny.
You want with me shooting in the gym?
Why you thinking so fast? You know,
But that's real. That's real because you got to come in with that perspective. Because,
You know what? That's interesting that you say that because I remember being at A&T, right? And so I'm from Durham, right? I'm saying that's one thing. But I remember there were times when people would just want to be able to offer me drinks, and these is dudes, and I'm like, right, but still, like,
trying to roofie you, eh?
I don't know people like that, so I'm like, are they trying to be friends with you?
Level with it, you know?
Right. Where is that coming from? Because honestly, some people are really like that. They really want to be friends with it.
I'm glad you said
Some people want to be the life of the party.
I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm saying this in front of your entire podcast audience in the world. If you see me out and you think you're gonna hand me a cup of open liquor, save your $10.
Think twice.
That's never gonna get sipped on by me. Save it.
Nowadays.
Yeah,
You can't
no,
trust
man.
motherfuckers like
You
that.
crazy? You on dope or dog food? That was never.
Crazy.
All right, look. So let's shift it a bit. We're gonna go into a part of the show that we call "One's Gotta Go." Okay, so I'm not sure if you've seen that segment of the show before, but what we do is we choose. You know, it can be a name, a person, place, a thing, whatever it is, and for whatever reason you deem, one of those has to go. Okay. So this one here is a couple of these female R&B, we call them singers, crooners, or whatever.
See, we can go see.
We call we'll just say the female R&B singer. I call
Hey, yo, and the one I'm gonna say no to is gonna be the next one in the movie with me too, looking good. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, Miss Bailey.
We trying to excuse
I heard that.
categories because we knew that you was in that field. You know what I mean?
All right, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, first name. We're going to go around the room as well once we get done. First name is Ella May. All right, then we're going to go with Janae Aiko.
Let's go back with the ad libs, baby.
Her. Summer Walker.
Which one?
One's got to go.
Their music, highway.
One's got to go. I'll read them again. Ella May. Aiko.
You're out of here.
Hey, you said my nigga. He a 252 nigga for real.
Can we get reason? Yeah, go ahead. Can we get reason why?
Out of those four.
All of them great though.
All of them.
All right, this
Ladies.
hold on. Ken, before you say, like I normally say, if you made it,
Yeah, I mean you're great.
you're one of the greats.
Right.
It's no
Right.
slight.
No slight.
Let's go, bro.
Ladies, you're all amazing and beautiful.
Right.
Yep, let's go.
And talented. And I'm sure you all smell amazing. But
That's Miss.
when you name that list of those four, I heard 2 or 3 bangers from her didn't pop up in my head. When you name those other ones, I thought of 2 or 3 joints that I really rock with that they have. Because we won't even get.
How you say? Hold on.
How'd you say it? Like,
See?
Because we won't even get to why I don't have my cousin, and if my cousin G is listening, because he'll fight me over this. The reason I don't have Pac in my top 3 is because bad Pac is worse than my favorite MCs. Worse. I judge you at your worst.
Okay.
Right? That's a good way. Right. Bad Pac, when he was letting everybody on the track and the homies that was terrible.
Right.
But when I have my top 2 or 3, which is Hoes and Big, and
Who's your top 3?
and this is gonna sound so New York. I'm from the 252. I'm from the 252. This is gonna be super New York. But the 2 greatest MCs to ever live are both from Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh, he's on.
Notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace and Hove Sean Corey Carter. Period.
Okay.
For me.
I'm not mad.
And I got Nas in 3.
Okay.
I got Nas in 3.
Okay. Queens get the money.
That's all I used to listen to on yellow shit. But Clay, let's.
All right. So
so Ella May, right?
who you got?
That's what I had.
Ella May as well.
Like he said, but it's just levels. And Ella May dope, but I'm a music guy, man, and she's just a little bit right now, man. I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
But at this moment, yeah, she got it.
And it's tricky when you have people in the category that have a different number of years in the business.
Yeah, and she kind of more. Yeah, she a little bit more newer too.
Let me ask y'all, does LMA play like the instrument? Nah.
That's her.
So
Instrumentation is
Her ain't
huge.
going nowhere.
See, I think you said, well, I'm taking what's her name? Janae used to say.
Janae Aiko.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm taking her out because she's musically talented, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of the only reason why I'm gonna say it like this because Limo White got into something and she played one of them songs. Oh, come on, hold on, let him
He's been damaged. He's got baggage.
That song go ahead, go.
She got them.
Yeah, she do.
What she got locked
That song like what I would say she be like something like
I don't need you.
No.
Your girl told you to take that trash out. You could have just took the trash out, and then you wouldn't be swiping LMA. You know what I mean?
Right, she like, I'm mad at you, I hate you right there, but you feel good.
So I'm gonna go after you, Esco, because I feel the same.
you got?
Janae Aiko gotta go. Well, here's the reason. Like I think she puts out great music, but the music that stands out that she puts out is with somebody else, whether it's Big Sean or whether it's anybody else. I hear a lot of her collaborations, and I'm not used to hearing her as much as just a solo artist.
She was a lot with Drake back in the day. Her and Drake,
To be honest, it was definitely a toss up between those two.
Yeah, I'm going.
It was
Janae as well.
those two.
I'm going Janae as well. I mean, and I'm just going. I don't want to sound bad when I say vocally, but I'm going vocally on this one, and I think she's about that soft tune singing, and the other ones have, to me, better vocals that I like to listen to. Yeah. JC, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Spike, you're gonna be okay. That's just my choice.
I like it when they sound a little bit like Fantasia.
There you go.
Soulful. Shouts out to Fantasia.
Who you got, Spike?
LMA.
LMA.
I'm telling you, LMA out.
Put you, B.
What you got, B?
LMA summer up at Janae Aiko and her.
Come on, B. We're gonna have to cut about 10 seconds out of this one. Come on.
I gotta go with Janae. Even though I hate to say it though, you know what I'm saying? Shorty, we shouted her out on Trail Joint, you know. Yeah. Shout out, I can't get rid of LMA.
They like the list. Are they top 4?
Oh, to me, yeah.
But I mean, top 4 right now, you know what I'm saying?
In that particular
category.
Yeah, that category. I would think them as category.
Kalani coming too.
Oh yeah.
Kalani, she might be up there. She was
Where's Scissors?
But they're even. I think there was a piece
Supposed to be in there.
we were trying to figure out like timeline wise like some of their earliest music.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say it like this: the SZA was in there.
Yeah.
we're not gonna speculate. Don't speculate. Don't speculate.
Yeah, we had to put them on another list.
But Janae, she gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
So let's do this like we always do. JC, put the poll out.
Absolutely.
Let's see what the people say, and we'll bring it up on the next pod.
Right.
Yeah.
LMA, if you see me in the streets, please don't hate me.
Right.
I think you dope, baby.
LMA,
I think you dope. Don't be me. She is dope.
All right. So real quick, fellas, since we got an actor in the building, I thought it would be best that we did our most report on somebody that's actually making some moves out here,
right,
in these streets, yo. So I want to give a shout out to a guy by the name of Q Will. Okay, Q Will is a writer, you know what I mean, and he's a director, and he has a new film coming out called Aggie Pride, the movie. All right, so I want everybody to support Q Will. He got something going on. He's been doing like live auditions and all type of stuff like that. So it says here a story about 4 freshmen who changed history by refusing to accept the status quo. 4 freshmen, 1 decision. History changed forever. NCANT 1960. So I want everybody to, look up Q Will. If you want to donate or support for this film, you can go to seedandsparks.com/fun/Aggie-pride-1.
Right.
All right. Aggies do. Shout out to Q Will. And we can't wait to see your project when it's come to fruition. Aggies do. Aggie Pride.
And look, and at the time of this filming, it is still Black History Month. It's still February, right? Correct. We're not going to continue to allow them to gentrify and call it the Greensboro 4 when we know they're the A&T 4. Right? So
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
going to throw that out there.
Let's talk about
Exactly. Aggie Pride there. All right, shifting back to the interview, man. So, Ken, I see you out there doing your philanthropy, speaking to groups of kids, giving encouragement. I even seen you on the front lines of the protests when you fighting for actor rights and things like that. So what makes you, because everybody's not assertive in those areas. You know, they can act, they can do their thing, but when it's time to touch the people, or it's time to give back, or it's time to let people know that you're attainable, so to speak, you know, you're not as far off as people might think. You know, what gives you that drive to actually, you know?
My mother was Margie Fields, man. God rest her soul. Like, she stood for something, you know? I remember asking her, because she started out, she was born in the 40s.
Okay.
She was born in Pollocksville, so she's picking tobacco. She's picking honey.
Yeah.
She has a full music scholarship to Howard, but she was a twin. My aunt passed too. They were twins. But my aunt didn't sing, and she wasn't going to separate from my aunt. So she said, well, I'm going where my sister goes. They went to Winston-Salem State, and two popular careers for black women during that time, which would have been the 60s, were nursing and teachers.
Yeah.
They chose teaching.
Okay.
She ended up working her way through the ranks and getting a little bit of clout in the exceptional children's department, right? So now she went from working in those cotton fields, right, to now she's a teacher. And, you know, if you're from the 252 and I was born in the 80s, there was corporal punishment back then. You could whoop ass. You could get the belt. So now she's going from the old man with the gun, making sure they don't steal the cotton, right? As a child, now she's a teacher, and she taught the first year that segregation ended. So now you're there, and you're allowed to paddle the grandchildren of the man that used to hold a gun on you, right? And going through those things and watching her being able to navigate that and drink from colored water fountains,
Right.
And grow up. And she was like, boy, you my son, you'll never lay down. You'll die fighting, but you won't lay down. Right. My grandma used to say, I'll never give up, but I might give out. I'll give out before I give up.
Right.
I'll go down.
But
My time
I
is
ain't giving up.
You know, we flying the flag, so
We fighting.
that's what I'm about, man. I'm about treating people fairly. And if I have to treat someone unfairly because they're treating someone unfairly, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I see.
I don't have a problem getting busy. That's what that's where I'm from Pollocksville.
All right.
You know, that's what we do.
Quick question. So, did your mom, did she witness your career?
She did. She lived until 2021. She got the second COVID vaccine, had a massive heart attack, and she died.
Yeah.
And this is why, if you're out there and you're listening and you're a lady, right, and you choosing and you like what I'm doing and how I'm moving, just know this: when the doctor walked in and said, "Nah, Miss Fields, 5% of your heart's working, and without a miracle, you're gonna die." My mama didn't shed a tear. She didn't whine. She didn't beg. She said, So I grab her hand, you know, like I can control life. And I say, Mom, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. I got you. You got good insurance. Nothing happened to you. I said, are you okay? You seem upset. She said, well, it's not ideal. So I could never date a woman that goes to Starbucks and they don't have her order right, and she throws a fit and loses it. Because I watched that type of strength. That's who raised me. So I can't. When the pressure comes and you fold, I can love you from a distance, but you can't be inside my hood. Right. And I'll say this, for all you little sissies, when I see you at the reunion and I see you with your girl and your kids and you lying like you was a tough guy, we playing ball and we playing football, right? And you're like, yeah, and you cried every day when it was hot, and you cried during tour days, and you cried because you didn't have no water. I thought you were a sucker then, and I think you're a sucker now. But I'll never say it in front of your kids. And I'll never say it in front of your kids.
Go.
And I'll let you live.
Huh?
But just know, you and I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Pop. One of the coldest lines ever, man. You and I know.
Yeah. What's going on?
Sucker.
Good.
Hey, look, that just gave me the J. Cole vibes when he talked about Buddy for the Bill. Right?
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Keep the hammers at home and show up.
Hey, let's show up.
Throw them hands.
Let's scrap. You know what I'm saying? So I can live to fight another day. You know,
Get the fade. I'm from Jones. I went to Jones Senior. Get the fade.
His high school and our high school was
Poor thing. Poor thing.
So look, man, you've been on the different spectrum of sets as well.
Talk about it.
You know, from Will Trent to like Sisters, the Teamer, all that good stuff. A Reasonable Doubts to Tubi films. Crossover Revenge. T-shirt the hood you have one now. You know, the Deception.
It's dope.
Tell us about what are some of the differences or the nuances from going from, as we see it, you know, the naked eye, the general public, is one spectrum to the other, you know, but to you guys, it's probably not as well, or it could be. I don't know.
If you've ever been in a motel and you've ever been at a hotel, oh my, come on, you know the difference.
Man. No craft services on the Tubi set. I mean, what we saying?
But just realize this though. Right?
Motherfucker crazy. I'm trying to keep a straight face. Salute to
If you're at a motel, you might be getting low-tail. So we've all been there, right? But it's like being black and having family, right? And I have cousins. When you go to the house, you might kick your shoes off when you go in there. It's nice carpet. It's a charcuterie board. Use different types of wine.
Got the other cousin.
And I got another cousin.
I got that, yeah.
I got plastic over that couch in the
And
living
you
room.
might need that fire when you go there.
Yeah.
You know, so sets are like that. But one thing about my cousin, and I will say this, and I get on her so much, she would rather over deliver and overdo it than under deliver because she knows the constraints and the budget and how people talk. And one thing about this game, man, it's always the people you think you helping. Ain't been in nothing. Couldn't play wet in a pool. Don't know what the hell. Don't know that. Don't know a mark from. Don't know nothing. Right. And she's feeding them like kings and queens. Right. Yeah. And she's doing that because we're from a small place. Yeah. And when you look out for people, they may squint their eyes like the sun's in their eyes and play like they forgot. But if they ever feel slighted, they'll walk the ends of the earth to talk about you and be negative. So I watch her sometimes where I have to tell her, Deasia, don't be that good to them. Like, you might not want to serve a pot roast for lunch. People will get sleepy, right? People will fade out, right? You want them,
that's really
you want them nourished. You want them nourished.
Give them a little too much.
I know your homegirl came through with the pot of limas, right? But that's not what we're doing right now. We got to finish the day. So, you know, it just depends, man. Some people, you go to some folks' house and they don't have a lot, and they know they don't have a lot, and they're trying to serve it up and serve you the world. And some people know that you're lucky to be where you are, right? And they will treat you how they want to treat you because you're lucky to really be there. That's how they feel. But one person I will shout out.
Who that?
One person who I will never let anybody play with, I don't care what they say, is my man TP. I won't allow it. I will never allow TP slander because Tyler Perry treats you like a damn king.
Okay. Talk about it.
I heard everything.
Tyler Perry treats you like a damn king, buddy. I'm talking about sweet, not a trailer. I'm talking about not this is what we're serving. Pick. I'm talking about Kent, what would you like?
And what you pick?
I'm eating shit like bison meat. I'm from the 2-5 shit.
Shout out to
I might have a Wagyu Slim Jim. I don't know. I get loose.
But no,
A quail egg, perhaps?
that's good to hear because we always hear the slander. We hear a lot of Tyler Perry slander, so we got somebody that's actually in the fold that can give us firsthand, you know.
Pays great. Pays fast. Treats you like a king.
Come on.
Just be on your square. If you're a new actor, they move fast. So know your lines and know what you're doing. Don't be in the way. I remember one of the nicest people, and because everybody's talented, right? When you get to a certain level, and you're amazed at the talent, but who sticks with you are the nicest people. And there's a shorty named KJ, right? She plays Andy on Sisters. Hey KJ, congrats on your baby too.
Shout out.
She treated me so kind, and she was one of the first people I met. She thought I had a fake name. She thought Kent Fields was a stage name.
name.
Yeah. I was like, baby, it's just like Brad Pitt, Tom Pitt. That's what's happening. Because you're trying to be so cool on set. But I remember telling her like, yo, I got 15 pages today, and I never had 15 pages before, and that's memorized and stuff. She was like, oh, I got like 80 something.
80?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you go on those big sets, they might shoot page and a half, 3 pages on some of them. Tyler might shoot a buck and some change.
So that's
Yo,
How did it make you feel when she said I got 80? You said I got 15.
It's like when you crying to your granny, that the cable's out.
Yeah.
And your granny tell you she didn't have shoes when she was 12. You're like, all right then. Yeah. That ain't shit. All right. Light. So
that is rich.
just being ready, man. There's a brother named Duval Ellis.
yeah,
Zach.
yeah.
Okay.
BK.
I've been in the room with some beasts. BK.
Yeah.
That dude is a beast. He's so cool. He knows what he's doing, what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
It's like,
That Zach went to Madison, James Madison with my boys.
he's
James Madison High School in Brooklyn.
he's cold, man. And was in the league too.
Yeah, and was in the league.
Was cooking. And he met me and embraced me, man. And Crystal that plays Zatima. Man, it's just
Building relationships.
people don't understand when they're at that level, when they ingratiate themselves to people and show you love when you're on that set. Because the life of the working actor is so much different than a star. They're stars.
Right.
I'm a working actor. They know each other. Right. They've been playing that character for 5, 6, 7, 8 years sometimes. You might have a wife, you met her that day.
Right.
And you're her husband, or you're a jealous lover, or you're a cop, you're a brother. I don't know you from a can of paint.
Yeah.
Right? And there's an awkward, do I see that when everybody's eating? Who do I talk to on the set? Man, when people at that level bring, in which they did, and bring you in, I don't care how talented you are, you never forget that. The people that treated you kindly. Because it's nerve-wracking enough being there.
Nerves already on the table. Yeah.
You audition, you get there, and there's Duval, 8 feet from you, and he's Zach, and he's huge. He came over, we talked about football, we kicked it, we laughed, and then we shot the scene. Him being cool meant so much to me.
Right.
Yeah,
that
And
goes a long way.
and I won't call your name, but I also remember everybody I worked with that was a sleazeball. I remember you too. There was somebody, hey, I remember you too.
I know that. But off the real.
But
Just
just
recognize
the
me.
kindness, man. The kindness that people showed you.
So have you ever auditioned a role that you felt like you didn't deserve to get? Kind of like maybe you didn't. You kind of stuck it up a little bit. You stuck a little bit, but they end up getting it.
Anybody that's an auditioning actor knows this. When you think you were cooking,
That's when
you ain't get that.
Word.
You did not get that one. Wow. The film I just did, there was a commercial that paid heavy 5 digits. And I went to audition for it, and I had all the wardrobe changes, and I was giving it, when I say everything I had, I felt great. The audition from the film I just did came in as we're taping the commercial. Ron, who owns the studio at Actors Arsenal where I tape, shouts out to Actors Arsenal and Ron. He's also my acting teacher because I still take classes. Always sharpen your sword. He said, "You're a professional. It's a 3-page audition. Let's do it." I said, "Nah, yeah, I don't want it." He said, "Man, you're a pro. Let's do it." We knock it out. They say they're interested in me for the role, but avail checks and things like that mean it's down to about 3 of y'all. I booked it, and that was the one that I was like,
Right. The one you was really not putting.
you just don't know.
Yeah.
The Will Trent joined that book. I was like, oh, they'll never hire me for this role.
And that's the one you got.
Yeah.
What was the most nerve-wracking role that you kind of went into, or character that you played, or?
When I played the detective was challenging on Tyler because we shot so much of the episode consecutively. That was the most challenging. That's the most challenged I've ever been as an actor. But the experience and the love that people were showing me, like Novi Brown and everybody was just showing me so much love on that set. Man, if I could tell, if I ever make it to where I aspire to go, and I really feel like I will, one thing I'll always keep in my back pocket is the guys that are starting out and playing the smaller roles, just making them relax and letting them be comfortable.
Yeah.
Vince Pisani was my first acting coach. He said, Kent, if you're nervous, you can't hit a free throw. You can't make love to your woman.
Right.
You can't act.
Yeah.
When you're uncomfortable, you can't do anything. You can't pod.
Right.
Yeah.
Relax. Brandon Cooper talks about, I watch stuff like weird stuff. It drives my boo crazy. Like the actor studio. And I watched Bradley Cooper say when he went to acting school, all they learned for the first year is how to relax in that situation. Because you don't know what you would do if you had a one-liner and Tyler Perry was standing right there and
Yeah, that's true.
Crystal, who plays the team, is right here, and they say action. You don't know. I've seen people get red light fever and just shut down. Has a meltdown. Your whole.
Cameras right on your phone. You probably.
I'm gonna tell this story. Keith Neal is a witness. Shouts out to Keith Neal. That's my man. There was a girl that was a stand-in for years on Saints and Sinners, and all she wanted was a line. That's all she wanted was to do one line. And we're there, and she finally works her way up, and they're gonna give her a line. And forgive me if you're watching this book. I'm sure you're in a better place right now, and we've all gone through our things. They said action.
Froze.
Her body, freezing ain't the word.
Damn.
Total meltdown.
He had anxiety.
Like, let's get her some water. Just
anxiety.
body just shut down. You can see the legs visibly shaking. It's unnerving. If you never did.
It ain't for everybody.
You remember how we was when we first. I just saying, you thinking them cameras is about to get hurt.
I first guessed, man, I was nervous.
No, look at our first pod, though. Even our first, before they did.
It's very unnerving.
I rubbed my leg so much that first episode I almost burned a hole out.
Man, you try to be perfect.
First 3 episodes, I got drunk so bad so I could just be comfortable.
Just get through.
Do you realize when people say something, because they always critique you and they say, well, you weren't in the movie that long, or you only had 2 lines. Do you know how nerve-wracking it is sometimes to come and just deliver 2? Right. And when you're in the scene, especially with a star.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You got to deliver.
Because my man, who shall remain nameless, was working with a white actor, super huge name, household name. And they said, when you come on set, don't look him in his eyes. All right. So you're in there, you deliver your thing. And the big actor had to shoot him down. So when he went to reach up, to be like, oh man, I think we got it, and get him to help him up, he walked off. It was like, yo, you don't even. Some people are so far gone, they don't want you to look at them. You don't want to talk to them. You know, I remember when Twan was doing One Tree Hill.
No, but is it because that's who they are, or they're so much engraved in the actual role?
All the above, and then you got to think about when you have that many lines, or you carrying that much of the movie and the weight is that much on you. Some people just I remember doing Saints, and I met Miss Vanessa Bell Calloway, the beautiful head and talent, the legend, and she had a cry scene because her kids were getting abducted and kidnapped or something.
Yeah,
and I want to fanboy out, and I want to tell her how great she is, and I love her, you know. And she's kind of like talking to herself, you know how they say Hove does before he goes in the book. Right. They're just talking, and I'm like, I'm just totally interrupting her trying to get her lines together. I'm really playing myself right now. And I said, I'll get with you later. And she did her 1-2s and did her thing. And then she came back and we kicked it. Right. So a lot of times, man, people fanboy out and throw you off your game.
Like, you know, I'm trying to get in my zone.
I'm trying to get in my zone. Let me do this. Because always remember, you're at work.
Yeah.
So how you get in your zone? Like, do you do like a routine before you start?
Yeah, good.
I look at my checking account.
I had to get this done.
We gotta get this. What are we doing?
Get this chicken.
I'm from the 252. Do you know what I've done in my life to make $250?
No, that's right.
He's struggling.
Dog, I worked at Red Robin McDonald's in New Bern, North Carolina on 17. I cleaned up crackhead throw up. When minimum wage was under $5.
You see them lines. I gotta get this.
So this chick right here. Who do I have to kill? Do I have to kill him in real life? I don't care. Let's get to the coins.
So look, I know you just finished the joint in Atlanta that we can't talk about right now, but what's up next for you?
That's so crazy. That joint didn't come out till January 2027. Man, I'm auditioning like a madman.
I'm gonna get them.
You busy.
I'm really hoping they bring me back season 4 of Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, it's ever so far.
It's coming. It's coming.
I was about to go to Reasonable Doubt. I wanted to ask you about that.
Man, and when I found out that Hove doesn't executive produce it, and him being my favorite MC, and the show being named after him, and every show, the episode is named after a song from Hove.
Every episode.
And I was like, yo, to be a part of this, it's crazy.
Crazy.
They got the best soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so.
I don't know. Bumpy.
Oh, and Godfather.
now. Yeah, Swiss get busy.
Yeah, they got.
He's an underrated actor. He doesn't get his flowers, but shouts out to Forrest Whitaker too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, I feel like the pretty boys. I feel like the pretty boys get a lot of love.
Ghost Dog.
He's the one.
But Forrest is really a rounded actor. That's, man, and just meeting so many legends in this game, man, and just praying that when I meet them, that your idols are who you think they are. You know what I mean? It can hurt you. Because I met a couple cats where I was like, damn that. But you don't know what kind of day people have.
You say you should never meet your idol because they'll never be able to live up to your expectations.
Because I met a couple cats that met MJ, and you got to catch MJ on there.
Yeah.
MJ don't play the radio.
I never forget.
They can't do nothing.
No. He's a great. When Jason took us all down to the Knicks game when we went with his job B. Remember that time we went to the Knicks game?
Oh yeah.
And I Knicks playing Charlotte.
Yeah.
So I got all my Knicks clothes on. I see Pat. I think Pat might have been working with the Hornets then. I'm like, Pat, what's good? He's like, F the Knicks. I'm like, I'm done.
Brody,
I'm like, Yo, that's what they say. You never know. It could have been a bad day. Could have been his true feelings about the situation.
never forget your fate. The person you're the biggest fan of in the world. They could have found out. Like there have been days where I was on set where your lady's giving you shit headache, or your kids acting up, anything. And
Life is for everybody.
I mean, life is life. Yeah, shit.
So you got kids?
Yeah, I got some little ugly kids.
Oh,
I hate them. No, I'm just kidding. Look just like that little ugly ass daddy. I hate them.
So how they feel about
seeing Daddy on TV, all that.
Yeah.
My daughter Kayla is my biggest op
Okay.
and my biggest fan. Yeah. She's my best friend. She's so amazing, and I prayed for a boy too. And God brought me a girl. And my mama used to say, boys drive you. We want boys, but they drive us crazy. But your daughter takes care of you. Yeah, man. And God blessed me that my daughter's a nurse. So I say, if I go down,
That's what's up.
I got a nurse.
Great, that's dope.
I got a son, Manny, that I raised. He's not my biological son. His father, unfortunately, got taken out in the street. He was a serious guy. God rest his soul. He lost his life, and I had Manny since he was 6. He was 23, so he's my son too. No, bro, like not having my father. I haven't seen my father since I was a teenager. But he'll call me when I got a movie out or something.
Right.
So that's a weird energy. He and I, he want to be just in case I blow, but just having a mother as strong as I did, and she told me when I first started dating Manny's mom, regardless of what happens with that gal, that boy thinks you his daddy, so you about to be that boy's daddy, and I don't care what happens. So once you say to that,
you got to stick with it all the way.
and I ain't changed.
That's what's up, man.
That's real, man. That's real. And not only that,
Character, bro.
yeah, exactly. It shows a lot of that. That's admirable. That's the word I'm.
That's my man. That's my man. And I didn't have a biological son, but God brings you things in different ways. And for me,
Well, I talk about that a lot of times, I'm saying, about family and stuff like that. Like things that I be, I ain't gonna get into details, but things that I want. Oh, why did it happen this way? Why does this happen this way? But when things like God bring a whole situation and it cover all the things that I was like, why did it happen? You know what I'm saying? But it didn't make it even matter.
but you know the trippiest thing in the family is when you're trying to be at your best, the devil's at his worst. Yeah. So I'm coming in, you got to deal with the deceased dad's family.
That's a whole lot.
Bring you in at first.
Right, yeah.
You got to bring his mom and their family, and somebody's calling you dad. what type of time you want.
Yeah, and then also too, sometimes part of it, I know sometimes you don't like to explain the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh no, because I hate when people go, he don't look nothing like you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's my son. Man. What do you need to know besides that? He's my son.
Enough said.
Well, not only that, why do you care?
Shorty just sitting there looking like, I don't see it.
Why do you care?
After the third, I don't see it. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You know?
Well, listen, man. First and foremost, like I said, a person your caliber, it was not hard for you to agree to come and rock with us, man. So we definitely appreciate you. We appreciate you taking time with us. We appreciate you coming out. And if you got anything going on where you need us to support, to promote, you know what I mean? If you got something going on in the community that you want us to help you address, anything like that, man, you got a place here with the Nah Nevermind Podcast.
I appreciate y'all. I know I want that merch when I leave.
Listen, man. Oh, by the way,
the
don't
merch.
worry. We'll take care of that before you leave here. Don't question that at all. Well, it's been another great episode of the Nah Nevermind Podcast. And before we end, Esco has one more question.
Let's go, Esco.
Can you explain the hat?
Yes. Because I know everyone will call me after this. Everything has become super transactional. Friendship, sex, relationships, everything. So if we are gonna do it, can it be reasonable? Like, you know, I got a problem.
You like you still in the game.
I got a problem. If I know I'm going to McDonald's and you tell me it's $75, that's an issue for me.
Hey, I like that.
Because one thing about it, what type of time we on, because there's 24 hours in a day, right?
Right.
So I'm not an actor 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever I'm into, I know the prices.
Pull you down. So let's get money, baby.
I
what
ain't no deal pickle. Okay, I
Go.
ain't green. Like let's keep it. But I do want to say I do want to say one thing before we get out of here. Man.
Okay.
You know, there were a lot of people that didn't believe in me, that talked about me, and I gave them negative energy. And I played into that stereotype of being angry about them talking about me or not believing in me or saying, disparaging things. And I just want to take time to apologize to all those people. If I gave you any negative energy, I apologize. Psych! I told you of him! I told you what was going to happen. Right? Psych! I'm really living like that. I don't enter that beef, so I will see you in the street and give you a high jam. This is Kent Fields, also known as K Fields, also known as a whole lot of things, rocking with Nah Nevermind Podcast, the greatest podcast in the world, baby.